Sunday afternoon, Billy and Kenny had booked a flight down to Florida to sell a car Billy had stored at his house in Orlando. So I dropped them both off at the airport.
Thank you.
They plan to be in Florida until Wednesday, so Vicky and I will be watching Wyatt while his dad is gone. Sunday night, after it finally quit raining, the roads dried up enough to get the Malibu out for a drive and a trip into town for dinner. The Malibu has become our daily driver, which is fine for now, but eventually I'm either going to have to surrender to the idea of fixing the Suburban or buy something else for Vicky to drive in the winter. But for now, the Malibu is serving us well and Wyatt enjoys riding in it. We took him to Cracker Barrel for dinner and to do some toy shopping, which he has come to expect every time we walk through the storefront. We just had to get his shoes on before we walk in. There's still so much that Wyatt hasn't discovered yet, like lollipops. He just sees pretty colors. He doesn't know what they taste like. For right now, he's mostly interested in cars and music. Music's always a big hit. Anyway, that brings us to Monday morning, and by 9 a.m., Sunbelt had picked up the dozer I rented, leaving Dad's John Deere 40 crawler sitting alone on display in the driveway. We've had a record year for rainfall here in Central Ohio, and with all the rain we've had in the last several days, it's far too wet to do any finish grading or seeding. So I'm at the mercy of Mother Nature here and up at Bob's with regards to doing any further excavating work. So for right now, I've decided to concentrate on getting the Suburban fixed and getting Billy's Fairmont delivered to JaxWax to get the windows tinted. And since Kenny's in Florida with Billy, I had no choice but to call my brother for help. Well, look who it is.
Yeah.
You finally gonna get this power steering pump put on?
Finally.
Yeah, it's been 3 months.
I didn't know anything about it.
Listen, I need to get this thing back roadworthy, I guess, and I need a favor. I need a ride back from JaxWax because my son, my oldest son, has a 4-door Yeet Rocket back there that he wants to have the windows tinted in, and I got to take it to JaxWax and drop it off. So can you run me back?
Yeah, I guess, as long as I don't have to be in close vicinity of your Yeet Rocket.
The Yeet Rocket in question here is this 82 4-door Fairmont that Billy bought off 12 Mile Road in Detroit, Michigan. This is typically not the best way for me to start off my week, messing with some Yeet wagon that my son has brought home. I know nothing about this thing. It's fuel injected LS. I think it's got a 4L80E in it. I don't know anything about this pile other than it doesn't belong here. Pray for me. How much will you charge me to drive this?
Negative.
Negative? How much?
No.
No?
No.
I don't want to drive this.
Me neither. It's your son.
You like fuel injected stuff.
You like cream-colored ice cream delivery vehicles, and this is right up your alley.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Look.
This is a Temu Malibu. I don't want to drive this. Will you please drive it? I'll pay you extra.
No. Do you know how many times I've flipped one of these over in the field and drug it around on its top just for fun?
Why would you drag it home to begin with?
I didn't. It was there to get fixed, and they never come back for it.
Well, that does make sense. I tried my best to talk Jeremy into driving this thing, but with no luck. Oh my God.
Entree.
Oh my God.
Fat guy in a little coat.
What?
Yeah, that's what you look like.
Dude, I can't.
Early.
There's
Fat
no
guy in a little coat.
Listen to me. I can't drive this piece. You're gonna have to drive it. I can't. Literally, I can't fit in it. I can't do this. There ain't no.
Why is
oh
it
my
even
God.
going to JaxWax anyway?
He wants the windows tinted. Why? I don't know. Oh, this piece of God. You're gonna have to drive it. You look like you belong in there.
No, I don't.
You definitely look like you belong in there. Look at your hat. It fits the car perfect.
This is the epitome of, I can't even say it. It's a giant pile of...
You're gonna get me freaking canceled, bro. What are you doing? See if this piece start.
Is it injected?
Oh yeah, it's fuel injected.
Yeet Rocket.
Yeet Rocket. You did it, Buckwheat. See if it'll back out of here. Oh yeah. You got it, Bucko.
What kind of pile of crap? What a piece.
Once I finally managed to get Bucko to agree to drive the Temu Malibu, I hopped in my real one, and I told Jeremy, I'll follow along behind you. That way, if you break down, I won't have to turn around to come back and pick you up. Obviously, Jeremy already had his doubts about driving this thing 40 plus miles to Columbus, but his level of discomfort multiplied with each passing mile. You see, Billy's Temu Malibu is a little rough around the edges.
That noise. This thing is a... We're gonna see if this thing makes it, but it's making some hellacious noise out of the back. Feels like the frame's sitting on the differential.
Judging by the look on his face, you'd never know he didn't like this car.
On the levels of not impressed, this is a 10. Is the rear end gonna stay in, or is it gonna fall out? Oh, the drama! It's basically a rolling garbage can.
From my viewpoint, and from the comfort of my cushy air-conditioned Chevrolet, the Ford doesn't look too bad for a two-tone four-door Fairmont. It's not my favorite car, but I think Bucko is starting to like driving it. Although it's a little loud inside, it still makes cool turbo noises. And honestly, it's really a 1982 version of a Model A Ford, which happens to be one of Jeremy's favorite vehicles. Dude, you look right at home in this thing. You look like you should own this.
The ass end of this thing is falling out.
What?
It sounds like the ass end is falling out. Either the pinion is flopping around, or the drive shaft's flopping around, or the whole differential's flopping around.
Well, we'll have you take a look at that when we get it back to the shop.
How about we not?
What? You're the Ford guy.
No.
Yeah, you're the Model A guy. This is like a
this
new
is
Model
not
A.
A Model A.
This
It's
is like a
not
Model
even
A four-door
close.
sedan.
Even stock, a Model A has this thing beat.
No, leave all that in there. Oh, that's my laptop.
Yeah.
That damn kid. How do you like driving it?
I don't.
You don't mean that.
I do, with everything in my being.
It looked like it got up the road okay.
It's perfect if you want to yeet into a wall.
Into a wall?
Yeah.
Where in the world did Billy find this?
Where did he find it? Well, let's see. Detroit, Michigan.
Does he want the windows tinted so no one knows it's him? Or
Yeah, I think that's what it is, yeah. If I had to guess.
We'll go limo tint.
Yeah, limo tint the back and probably, whatever you got to do so nobody can tell it's us driving it.
I got you. Heck yeah, man. Sleeper.
So maybe do a little cut and buff on this thing while it's here, huh?
Yeah. I'm not sure. No, we're good. We're not this good. Okay?
Oh, okay. It wasn't rusted till you got in it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this thing's, there's something else going on here. Buckwheat says that the rear end's falling out of it or something. Well, he's going to look at that when we get it back to the
We got
shop.
a waiver we have you sign from now for these vehicles that come in from you.
Yeah, well, the waivers are just for Billy's vehicles, okay?
That's right. Not your stuff.
Not my stuff. My stuff comes in pretty decent, but Billy's, not so much. What do you see down there, Buckwheat?
Apparently, the exhaust is hitting everything from the differential to the floor pans.
So you misdiagnosed this whole problem. There's nothing wrong with the rear end, it's just the exhaust
pile of-
system. What?
It's a pile of...
Billy said it's a good car.
Obviously, you need to check that kid for drugs.
Don't scratch your paint.
I don't know what's the deal here. I know it's a LS, it's got a turbo on it, and it's fuel injected. Yeah, there it is in all its glory.
Yeet bomb.
Yeet bomb. That's about right. I wouldn't test drive it.
No.
Nah,
We'll leave it
I would,
sit.
yeah, probably.
If you can, leave it wherever it lays
Yeah,
and
I
just
got
walk away.
So, Evidently, there's a new form that we have to fill out. Some kind of a, what did you call
It's
it?
a waiver.
A waiver?
Just for Billy stuff.
Yeah, when Billy's stuff comes
Just
in,
for
we got to
Billy.
sign a
Billy
waiver.
only.
I don't know what he's planning on doing with this thing, but he's been yeeting around with it up and down the road trying to tune it in. Did it run okay?
You got your tetanus shots?
I wouldn't need to get them. What year is this?
I don't know.
Are these factory pop rivets inside of it?
Yeah, I don't know. Did it run okay?
I can't tell from all the rattling, banging, and clanging as you drive up the road.
So you guys are going to tint the windows on this thing. What an advertisement. The glass is actually in decent shape. The glass is probably the best part of the whole car, actually.
Really not too bad.
It's not too bad.
We'll get all this taken care of for us.
What's that?
We'll fix all this dirt and stuff. We'll get all that clean.
Oh, you're going to do that?
Yeah, why not?
Really?
Just a little added touch.
Oh, a little added touch.
Just adding value.
Yeah, it's just adding value, Jeremy. Adding value.
I like it.
Add value to this thing is to take that truck and park it on top of it and video it
Well, the problem with that truck is it's a
and
Ford.
send that to the interweb.
It doesn't run?
No, I can't get the thing to run. Look at
What?
it. It's a Ford. What do you
Oh my
expect?
God. Well, we've got a Ford mechanic right here. After forcing Buckwheat to drive the 12-mile Fairmont 40 miles to Columbus, I kind of felt bad knowing that he genuinely didn't enjoy it. How did the air conditioning work in the Fairmont?
It didn't.
You're kidding. Me and my little brother haven't had a lot of time to spend together recently, so I figured today would be the perfect opportunity to take him to lunch as a token of my appreciation for his efforts in helping me get the Fairmont delivered to JaxWax. Although his drive into Columbus wasn't very enjoyable, the ride home shouldn't be too bad, especially with a full belly after I feed him lunch. I figured this is the least I could do is take you to lunch after making you drive that pile of JaxWax. The good news for today is it's not raining, and the Suburban is sitting in the air-conditioned shop where Bucko can work on it without sweating to death, which will be especially nice for him since it's 92 degrees and terribly humid today. All right, I took you to lunch, I fed you. I'm definitely going to end up paying. So can you get my freaking Suburban fixed?
See what I can do.
While Buckwheat's going to be working on the Suburban back at my shop, I had to take the truck and trailer up to Uncle Bob's to go help him pick up his Camaro this afternoon. Uncle Bob,
Yes, sir.
what are we doing?
I had a little work done on my hood scoop of my race car.
So the guy that did the work on your hood, what's his name?
Alex Miller.
Alex Miller. And he's got like a ton of race cars or
Ton
something?
of race cars. He can tell you about them.
Where's he located at?
Mansfield. I've never been there actually, so this will be an interesting trip, I think.
All right, well, let's hit the road.
All right.
When Bob put the new heads and intake on his Camaro that he got from Eric Weingartner, his new intake ended up being much taller than the old one, and it caused a hood clearance issue between the carburetor and the hood scoop. So he did a little bit of bartering with Alex Miller to fix his hood scoop and trade for some dyno time at the machine shop. Alex is primarily in the business of buying and selling race cars, race car trailers, and race car accessories. Currently, Alex has over 73 drag cars in stock. Some are just rollers, while others are turnkey ready to race like this big block 69 Camaro. Alex has something for everybody, from small tire stock suspension and stock chassis cars to full-blown tube chassis door cars and roadsters. There's even a handful of top sportsman cars lingering up there too. This is just a fraction of the cars, and we haven't even discussed yet all the engines and transmissions. Although most of Alex's stuff is based on drag cars, there's a few dirt track engines in there as well. What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. My name's Alex Miller here in my garage, and this is what I do for a living, work on race cars. And,
It looks like you collect race cars.
yeah, collect. That's why I'm having an auction here coming up. So
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
You're
trying to
having
get
an
stuff
auction?
straightened around. Dutton Auctions out of Canton's doing an August auction for me on August 13th.
Really?
So it will be online bidding, and there will be live viewing on August 6th and the day of the auction, August 13th, from like 11 a.m. to your early afternoon if somebody wants to come and view stuff in person.
Huh.
But otherwise,
So what's the website for that?
DuttonAuctions.com.
DuttonAuctions.com.
I can forward you a link also.
Okay.
The link to, there's about 60 lots. So it'd be cars, trailers, engines, a little bit of everything involved. So
You got a little bit of everything here for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Lots of big block and small block Chevys.
Yeah.
I seen an SB2 back there. There's all kind of stuff.
Yep, big box, small box, SB2s, sprint car stuff, dirt track stuff, mostly drag racing stuff. But we do welding, fabrication, paint and body, pretty much anything.
Really?
Yep.
So you fixed up Uncle Bob's hood scoop for him because he's got that 690, what is it, 695, 1090 Super Street car, that Camaro. And he was trying to put that 4-blade throttle stop on it. It wouldn't clear his hood scoop.
Yep, we're just fixing up a little scoop so he can come 1090 racing with us.
There you go. I used to do that a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I had fun doing that.
Oh yeah, put me on the trailer a time or two.
I did?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't remember
that. Super Series at Trails.
Oh, really?
You got me with the nitrous one time.
Oh, boy. We were just talking about that.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I'm like...
Old Timmy Finneman taught me all the dirty tricks.
I'm like, I'm getting there. It's going to be by a little bit. Oh, crap. He just disappeared.
I don't know who did that. I don't know who told him that.
I'm 1088. Had you, I don't know, 20, 25 on the tree. I'm 1088. Yep, you're 90 or 91 for the win.
Well, yeah. Sometimes that happens.
I was like, I need a bottle on my trunk.
After we took a tour of Alex's shop up in Mansfield, we headed over to his home shop to get Bob's Camaro. I think we're fixing to get wet, Uncle Bob.
Yep.
Alex lives about 15 minutes away from the shop, and judging by the radar, we need to get moving if we want to get Bob's Camaro loaded up before the heavy rains start to fall. We walked inside the shop, and I couldn't believe what a nice job Alex did on Bob's hood. He successfully extended Bob's hood scoop back towards the windshield so that Bob's carburetor clears the hood scoop with the 4-blade throttle stop installed.
That is just great.
He did a nice job, Uncle Bob.
He did an awesome job.
Not too shabby.
First rodeo.
By this time, the rain had picked up outside, so we just hung out and took a look around the shop to see what all Alex had tucked away after 20 years of collecting race cars and race car parts. Eventually, the rain slowed down enough where we felt comfortable opening the garage, firing up Bob's Camaro, and driving it out to load it on the open trailer. Thankfully, Bob's Camaro didn't give us any trouble about loading it on the tilt deck, and we had just enough room if we pulled the car all the way forward to swing the doors open and clear the fenders. It was early evening by the time we pulled out of Alex's driveway to head south back towards Bob's on 71. Since it was going to be pretty late before we got home, we decided to stop and have dinner at the Der Dutchman and talk a little bit about the possibilities of taking Bob's Camaro and running 1090 with it in IHRA. After dinner, we arrived back at Bob's farm where we were going to put the Camaro in his new shop. Instead of trying to drive the Camaro through all the mud, we backed in the front door to unload it on concrete. It was just about sunset by the time I got back on the road to head home, and luckily, the forecast looks clear and hot for the next 2 days. So that should help dry things out both up at the farm and back at my house so we can get back to doing some excavating. By Tuesday afternoon, Jeremy had the Suburban all fixed and parked back out in the driveway. And by Tuesday evening, it was dry enough to shove a little bit of dirt out back. According to the forecast, I've got a narrow window of sunlight and dry weather to get the grade work finished up behind my garage. And although by Wednesday it was still a little too wet to do dirt work, it was just dry enough to get the limestone graded out behind the garage. I had shoved about 20 ton up in a pile with a dozer and then reused it to cover up the fill dirt after I got the dirt graded out. I was just about to load up and head to Bob's when I got a text message from Bucko saying he needed my help with something and he'd be stopping by shortly. About 20 minutes later, he'd come rolling in the driveway in my dad's 35 Ford 2-door sedan. It's kind of a 1950s hot rod tribute on white walls powered by a flathead Ford V8. Dad's been having a little bit of trouble with it lately, overheating according to Bucko. It needs some help with the brakes and suspension too. It's a really nice driver quality car that has been frame-off restored at some point. The mohair interior is in really nice shape, and Dad just put a new top on it right after he bought it. But it kind of sounds like Dad's interested in selling it if we can get it straightened up. Well, what's going on, Hot Rod?
I need your help, I suppose.
You need my help? Well,
It isn't much, so don't worry. I need you to wiggle the wheel on this 35 so I can figure out where the slop in the steering's at.
you're the slop in the freaking steering. I can tell you that right now. I don't even have to wiggle the wheel to know that.
I don't want to hear your guff. You had me drive that pile of crap the other day. This thing still, with a sloppy steering, still drives better than that pile of crap all day long. And it's from 1935.
Well, I don't doubt that. It's pretty quiet. I didn't even hear you pull in.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice.
It's filthy dirty, it looks like. It looks like it's pretty dusty.
Yeah, it needs some JaxWax products
Oh,
added
God.
to it.
So what's going on? Is he planning on selling that thing, or what's the deal?
Yeah, he wants to send it up the road. For one, his legs aren't strong enough to work the brakes, so he's a little scary with it driving it around.
1935 was the last year for mechanical brakes on a Ford. In 36, they switched to a more modern hydraulic brake system, often referred to as juice brakes. On the plus side for the 35, you never have to worry about a brake line failing. But you do have to keep the brakes adjusted. And the same goes for the manual steering gear box, which had a little slop in it. So Jeremy made some adjustments to tighten up the steering. Dad and Jeremy both complained that the car kind of wanders all over the road. And we found that all 4 tires were low on air, some much more than others. As for the overheating problem, we found that the radiator was over 1.5 gallons low on coolant. So we topped off the radiator with 50-50 mix antifreeze and checked the crankcase oil before we took it out for a test drive. The flathead V8 in Dad's Ford is extremely quiet. In fact, you can't hardly hear it running inside the car. The smoothness and quietness is about the only thing this old Ford shares with late model vehicles. Well, does it drive any better?
Still wanders.
Older cars on bias ply tires just don't drive as nice as newer cars on radials. It takes some getting used to, especially on back roads that are uneven. But Bucko still feels there's a problem. Maybe we better go see Hightower about an alignment. We decided to drive Dad's old Ford down to Hebron and go see my buddy at Bowman Goodyear. I know they managed to align the El Camino the other day, but this might be more than they care to deal with. But I figured we'd give him a shot. Where is he?
In the bathroom. What do you think?
In the world we live in today, if the computer doesn't have it on file, your chances of getting something done are non-existent. Well, if you can't align it, can you at least balance the tires for me?
No, because Mark was supposed to give me a balancer on Monday, and it's not here yet.
What do you mean, your balancer's down?
Yeah, it's been down since Friday.
Oh my God, how are you balancing tires?
I'm shipping them out.
You don't even have a bubble balancer?
No, I don't have a bubble balancer.
Balancer, I'd be gone like a couple hours.
So we've struck out for the day at the tire shop, but since I have a few things I need to pick up at Mark's, I figured me and Buckwheat would stop down and find out what the deal is on the new tire balancer for the tire shop. I just need you to understand how badly you're holding up progress in this town.
Yeah, I know. I've got everything at a complete standstill.
First off,
Yeah.
my funnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were supposed to deliver it first thing this morning.
was it?
Where is it?
Well, add it.
Hey, we can't even get our tires balanced over at the tire shop.
Yeah, I know.
I took the Ford over there to get an alignment. They can't do that because it's not on the freaking computer. And I said, well, can you at least balance the tires? He said, no, I can't because my bubble balancer's down and Mark hasn't got me my new one.
Well, it's in a truck somewhere running around. It just hasn't made it there yet.
Mark's been catching hell for 2 days over this tire balancer, so he made a phone call to pass on the good news that the balancer he ordered is in high demand. So what's the story now?
Well, my tool guy, he were promised that Monday was going to be the day. And it's not.
Well, who's your tool guy?
Well, it's Jarvis.
Jarvis. Thanks to Jarvis the tool guy, Mark was wearing the cone of shame when we left. We were all feeling a little defeated when we got back to the house, thinking about all the things we could have gotten done today, but can't.
I gotta get going here. I got other things to be doing too, you know.
Like what?
I got my car to work on. I've got Uncle Ben's car to work on.
So you're wanting to take it home?
Here soon.
Sounds like it might be overheating.
Yeah, you don't say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'd stay back away from it.
Why is it overheating, Buckwheat?
I don't know. I didn't buy it. I also didn't drive it until it overheated either.
It doesn't have a temperature gauge. Thanks to you. You disconnected it.
Me nothing. I didn't do nothing.
It had a temperature gauge when me and Dad bought it.
It blew out because someone glued it into the water pump.
Well, it looks like I'm going to take you home in something else now. Because it's about 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Epic fail. The Fairmont didn't overheat.
I'd rather it did.
All right, guys, so it's Thursday, and it's back to raining again. Kenny and Billy brought rain with them back from Florida, I guess. Is that what you did, Kenny Powers? No. Anyway, last night I took the Ford up the road, I refilled the cooling system, and I actually tightened the fan belt. The fan belt was so loose that I can't believe it did anything. And after I tightened the fan belt, you can definitely hear the fan pulling more air through the radiator. After I did that, I drove it for about 45 minutes. Didn't have a single problem out of it until I put it on the highway and tried to run like 50, 55 miles an hour. Once you go up over 45, 43 miles an hour, you can feel like you have to push on the pedal a little harder to make it cruise that fast, and then it starts to get hot. So I kind of feel like maybe the exhaust system on this car is a little too restrictive. It's only got a single exhaust. It's like a 1 or 1.5 inch exhaust system. It's tiny. So I'm thinking about maybe putting a set of headers on it, or at least dual exhaust to take some back pressure off of it. Personally, I really like this car. I'm gonna try and talk Dad into keeping it. He wants to sell something to put a little money back in the bank, and so I think I'm gonna try and talk him into selling that two-tone blue Chevy pickup instead. That 1980 C10 half-ton long bed 2-wheel drive truck that I've had here. I've had it in storage and we've used it a little bit. I've put some money in it. I've put new shocks and we put brakes on it, and we did, what else did we do, Kenny? We did a whole bunch of stuff to that truck. Oh, we switched it from manual brakes. It had factory manual brakes, and we swapped it to power brakes because Dad's legs aren't very strong and he couldn't hardly push the brake pedal hard enough to stop it. Kind of the same problem he has with the 35, but we did fix that on the C10. It's all original. I don't know how many miles are on it. It's up at the farm right now, but I think it's below 80,000, I believe, original miles. And it came from North Dakota, I think. It does have a little rust on it here and there. It's mostly still all the original paint. It's a really nice, solid old truck. I really like it. I love the truck, actually. In fact, I'm the one that found it. I was going to buy it when Mom and Dad bought it, but it was the last thing that Mom and Dad bought together before Mom passed away, which kind of sucks. But there's a lot of things Mom and Dad bought together, and the farm up there is full of stuff. So there's more projects up there than I'll ever be able to get to, or Jeremy will ever be able to get to, if we live 3 lives. So, you know, Dad's going to let some stuff go, maybe some of his antique farm equipment. I'm going to try and talk him into keeping the 35. I really like that car. I like the truck too, but you don't get to see very many 35 Fords anymore, especially in that condition. Anyway, guys, that's going to about do it for this video. This weekend, the kids, I think, are going to Trails to race. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that, what they're doing. But Vicki and I are going to the open house for Church Boys Racing up in Northern Ohio. I think Farm Truckin' Asian's going to be there too. So I think we're going to take the Malibu up there. I got to get it cleaned up and get it detailed. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me this time when I take it to a car show. But we're going to take it up there and have dinner with the guys up there at Church Boys. And so if you'd like to come see us, we'll be up there Saturday. It'll be Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. So that's going to do it, guys. I'm going to wrap this video up and get to editing. See you on the next one.